Greetings, everyone. Master Grogan here, ready to rock your world with another exciting Kickin' Life podcast. Hey, as you know, we talk about it a lot. Not if, but when the world kicks your butt, I'm here to motivate and inspire and kick your butt back up. And that's the whole essence of the Kickin' Life podcast, to help you live your best kickin' life. So buckle up, here we go. Hey, Kickin' Lifers out there. Master Grogan coming at you here with our quick hitter on Friday, our Kickin' Life right hook of reality. And what is it today? We're going to talk about ego versus humility. Wow. Yeah. Those are combatants, right? It's almost like Batman and the Joker, right? Yeah. Or Superman and Lex Luger. Or Luthor. Luther. You get my characters together here. Anyway, or Rocky and Apollo Creed. How about that one? That one's even better, right? Yeah, there we go. Now we got it. So anyway, and of course they became friends. Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting back at it, baby. I'm all over the place. I'm excited and pumped up here. Wonderful day here. And once again, just thankful for the opportunity to be here to deliver, my Kickin' Life message to you to help you live your best kickin' life, but also followed up with that big right hook of reality. So ego versus humility. Now, I'm going to tell you, for the longest time, I did not think I had an ego. I know. I didn't. Which goes to show how high my ego actually was. I mean, if you don't think you have an ego, you've probably got a pretty inflated ego, if you don't even think you have one. But I wasn't aware of it. And I'm sure people tried to tell me, but I wasn't aware of it. And maybe I didn't listen because my ego was too high. You kind of see the picture, kind of see the stories, kind of see where I'm going here. I recently wrote an article, well, I say recently now, it's probably been a year ago, but Ego versus Humility for Martial Arts Magazine. And in that, I talked about that very thing, the fact that I didn't realize I had an ego, which goes to show how high the ego actually was. Our black belt principles at the Academy, humility is number one. And the reason I put it number one, to remind me, look, you got to be humble. If not, ego is kind of like that weed in the garden, if you will. That baby's going to get in there, is going to choke out your vegetables in your garden or your roses or flowers or whatever you're growing in there. Ego's going to choke out the humility. However, if you keep an eye on your humility there, that's going to keep those weeds at bay. I mean, you may have to get in there and prune them and get them all out and stuff, but you can't have both. You're going to have either one or the other. So what am I saying? What is my advice? What is my suggestion here on this quick hitter? Being humble means, the Socrates quote, one of my favorites, the only thing I know is I don't know anything. Wait a minute. Dude, are you telling me that I got to say I don't know anything? You don't have to say it out loud, but be willing to learn. And some of you might say, well, I can't learn from that guy. He's a total idiot. Well, who are you to judge him? Maybe he thinks you're an idiot. Whoa, there's a right hook of reality. And I did these things. I've called people names, bad names. Only thing I know is when you call somebody else a negative name, you're the one spitting the negativity out. Yeah. When you put somebody else down, that negativity, that ugliness is coming out of your mouth, out of your body. How's that for a right hook of reality? Whoa. That'll help with the ego a little bit, right? Yeah. Now, are there jerks out there? Gosh darn yes. Did I just call somebody a jerk? Well, I'm kind of calling it as it is. But they're out there. I'm a realist. The world's not all sunshine and rainbows. But my goal with the whole show here and everything I do here is to help you be the best person you can be. Knowing there's going to be people that like you, knowing people that are not going to like you. I've got a lot of fans for the show, and unfortunately I've developed some people that, I hate to use the word haters, but they sometimes send some yucky stuff. But my goal is I'm not going to focus on that. If they don't like what I have to offer, they don't like the food I'm serving at this restaurant here, they can go to another restaurant. I know there's plenty of people that like it. How in the world did I get off on a restaurant kick? I don't even know. Squirrel. That's my ADD and ADHD kicking in. That's my Friday pumped up right hook of reality. So back to humility versus ego. You can have one or the other. I say when my ego was high, when I didn't realize I had an ego, I was broke in every imaginable way. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And I mean broke. I was actually bankrupt twice. But not only bankrupt from a financial point of view, but bankrupt mentally. I wasn't the best person I could be. I wasn't thinking clearly. Emotionally, I wasn't as emotionally strong as I would have liked to have been. And then spiritually, I wasn't going to church. I wasn't reading the Bible. Occasionally, I'd, read some scripture, some proverb, but I wasn't doing it. Why? Truth be told, I don't know why. but I wasn't. Then I started doing those things, started putting humility first, started being more open, started having a clearer mind, started reading things from others' mindset, trying to grow the mind. Well, suddenly, financially, things started getting better. Physically, because I started applying that, I need to be my very best in order to serve others at their very best. That got a little bit better. Emotionally, I started feeling better about myself. And then spiritually, I was baptized back in December. Almost been a year now. My year anniversary of being baptized is coming up. Yay. But before even the baptism, started reading the Bible more, started praying more, started doing all the things to help build up that spiritual side as well. So if you think about it, they're one or the other, ego or humility. As my humility continued to rise, so did everything else as regards to being a better person. I was able to get this show, the Kickin' Life Podcast, the video blogs, the studio's growing, more and more speaking engagements, better relationship with my family, friends, and loved ones, and most importantly, a better relationship with that person in the mirror, that better relationship with that person who you see, the last person you see before you go to bed. And maybe you don't see yourself, but you see in your mind's eye, what you went through in that day. Did I have a good day? Did I change some lives? Did I help out as many people as I can? Or you know what, maybe today, I just was a better person today than I was yesterday. That is all from a humble, the humility mindset, as opposed to the ego mindset. What did I do for me? How did I win today? And you can say that if that's what's driving you to be a better person in order to serve others. But if it's all about you and only about you, your ego's taken over. You don't want that, because I'm telling you, there's an opposite side to that. And the opposite side to having a high ego, at least for me, I was bankrupt in every imaginable way. I want you to have a better life than that. I don't want you to go through those struggles. You're going to go through enough struggles on your own. That's just the world we live in. So my goal with this show, as you know, and I know we have new listeners listening all the time, my goal with the Kickin' Life podcast here is to help you live your best kickin' life. And what does that mean? That means that I'm going to try and share with you and be as humble as possible, expose my weaknesses, things that I failed, things I messed up on, poor choices I've made, share those with you to help hopefully keep you from making those mistakes. Or if you have made those mistakes, to know life's not over. The world's not over. One bad chapter doesn't define your whole book of life. Turn the page on that chapter. Move forward. Now, truth be told, I say that because I need to hear it probably more than anybody. So if I say it out loud, especially on the air to our thousands and thousands of fans and listeners, then gosh darn it, I better do a good job with it, because I know you're going to hold me accountable. So there you go. How was that? Is that hard enough of a right hook? Was that a little bit of an uppercut? It's all coming from the heart, baby. I mean that sincerely. Your time is the most sacred thing on the planet. And the fact that you spend time with me, this little quick 10-minute podcast on Fridays, but then, of course, our big podcast that airs on Mondays, that's 50 minutes long. And boy, special guest each and every week, some great stuff coming out, some great content. And I promise to you, I'm going to keep doing as much, tongue-tied here, as much research as I can to deliver the best content for you. Why? To help you live your best kickin' life. What do I get out of it? Man, the comments, the feedback, and saying this person was helped, listen to this show helped this person, you shared it with somebody else who thanked you. Man, just saying that gives me goosebumps. That's what makes me feel good. It truly does. And if you don't believe me, folks, do something positive for somebody else. You know how good that feels. Just like when you give somebody a gift and they accept that gift, you see that smile on their face, you're like, yeah, that's why I did it. That's it. And you know my favorite Zig Ziglar quote, I'm going to leave you with this. How do you get everything you want in life? By helping enough other people get what they want. Doing for others. But do for yourself first. Check that ego. Raise that humility. Be humble. Willing to learn. And live your best kickin' life. All right. That's all I got for you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this with somebody. Leave your comments. Give us a little 5-star review if you like the show. Love reading those comments. And, of course, that's how we spread and continue to spread the show to others who may not know that our show even exists, if you can believe that. And then follow me on Facebook, Kickin' Life with Master Grogan. It's a page. Every day that page starts with inspiration, motivation, empowerment to help you live your best kickin' life. All right. That's it. That's what I got for you today. So until we talk again, you get out there and do your best. And I promise you'll be your very best. God bless you. God bless your loved ones. Can't wait to talk to you again real soon. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening to another exciting Kickin' Life podcast. This is Master Rich Grogan, your Kickin' Life guru, reminding you can find our podcast online at kickinlifepodcast.com or through iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Podbean, or wherever you get your podcast. Tune in next week. Another exciting show coming your way. In the meantime, you get out there and do what you do best, and I promise you'll be your very best. Have a blessed day, everybody. Talk to you real soon.
This podcast was a presentation of LightUpMedia.fm.